In today's digital age, file sharing is an essential part of business operations, especially for small and medium-sized businesses. How often do you have to collaborate on projects digitally, or send and receive documents from your coworkers? With the convenience of file-sharing apps and programs, however, comes the risk of cybersecurity threats. Whether you're the top dog or the newest intern, it's crucial to ensure that you are equipped with the knowledge and tools to share files securely. This is the best way to ensure the protection of the personally identifiable information under your care. Here are some professional tips for secure and productive file sharing. 1. Use encrypted file sharing services. Encryption is the cornerstone of secure file sharing. Ensure that the file sharing services you use offer end-to-end encryption. This means that files are encrypted before they leave your device and remain encrypted until they reach the recipient. Popular services like OneDrive, Google Drive, and Dropbox offer encryption, but always verify their security features. Ask your supervisor or IT team what they recommend for safe collaboration within the organization's network. 2. Implement strong access controls. Not everyone in your organization needs access to every file. Use role-based access controls to control access to private data or restricted areas. Only authorized users should be able to edit, manage, and move confidential files. When you share documents or folders with your peers, send a secure link that requires a password or the direct URL to access. Don't forget to regularly review and update access permissions to reflect changes in roles or responsibilities. 3. Educate employees on phishing attacks. Phishing attacks have been on the rise for years now, and they can be a very tricky threat to recognize and fight. Educate yourself and engage in a company culture of security awareness so that you can recognize phishing emails in real life and learn the importance of not clicking on suspicious links or attachments. Regular training sessions and simulated phishing attacks can help reinforce this knowledge. Use multi-factor authentication, or MFA. Multi-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security by requiring users to provide 2 or more verification factors to gain access to files. This could be something they know, like a password, something they have, such as a security token, or something they are, like a fingerprint. MFA significantly reduces the risk of unauthorized access. Biometrics like your face, thumbprint, and eyes are some of the most secure methods of MFA because they are entirely unique to each individual, whereas SMS messages and one-time passwords can be hacked. Regularly update software and systems. Outdated software and systems are vulnerable to cyber attacks. Ensure that all file-sharing applications and systems are regularly updated with the latest security patches. This helps protect against known vulnerabilities and exploits. Whenever a program gives you the option, you should toggle on automatic updates to guarantee that you always have the most current defenses equipped. Monitor and audit file sharing activities. Implement monitoring and auditing tools to keep track of file sharing activities. This includes who accessed what files, when, and from where. Regular audits can help identify any unusual or unauthorized activities, allowing you to respond promptly to potential security breaches. With the rise of remote work, employees often access and share files from mobile devices. Whether you are the one working from the coffee shop some days, or you're on a project with somebody halfway across the world, we all communicate with people who are not using our same company network. Thus, it's critical to ensure that mobile devices are secured with strong passwords, encryption, and remote wipe capabilities. Always use secure Wi-Fi connections and avoid public Wi-Fi when accessing sensitive company information. Your company may also have a virtual private network, or VPN, set up to allow restricted remote access to on-site resources. Implement data loss prevention, DLP solutions. Data loss prevention solutions help prevent sensitive information from being shared outside the organization. DLP tools can detect and block the transfer of confidential data based on predefined policies. This helps ensure that sensitive information remains within the organization. Ask your supervisor or IT team about the best DLP tools for your devices. Backup files regularly. Regular backups are essential to protect against data loss due to cyber attacks, hardware failures, or accidental deletions. Ensure that backups are encrypted and stored securely. Regularly update and assess the security of your backup and recovery processes, so you know they're working properly before a disaster strikes. Try to retrieve some files to make sure they're uncorrupted and load properly. This doesn't just go for the files you handle at work. You probably want your personal files protected from hackers too. Develop a file sharing policy. Ask your superiors about whether your company has a comprehensive file sharing policy that outlines the do's and don'ts of file sharing within your organization. If not, they may want to consider one. This policy should cover acceptable use, security measures, and consequences for non-compliance. Make sure that you know what policies your workplace has set up for data protection and adhere to them closely. When you get to examine these documented procedures yourself, really study and absorb the recommended steps to ensure the security of the PII in your care. By following these professional tips, SMBs can significantly reduce the risk of cybersecurity threats associated with file sharing.